Power of a group when working together is greater than the total power achieved when working alone.
That's synergy.
Synergy works. Synergy. From the Greek word synergos, equals working together. Synergy works. Synergy is different people working out together advantageously for one final outcome, one goal, rewarding results. Synergy works. Don't train by yourself. Train with synergy. Why? Because synergy works. Contact us today to set up your fitness assessment. Synergy works.
That's myfavoritedj.com. Welcome to the home of my favorite DJ, DJ Jules, baby. If you're looking for a DJ for any type of event, call us now, 313-595-8845. Once again, that's 313-595-8845. www.that'smyfavoritedj.com. The perfect DJ for any of your events. Sweet 16, 21, 30, 50. You turn to 75 years of age, DJ Jules, baby, is the perfect DJ for you. Weddings, corporate events, call 313-595-8845. That's myfavoritedj.com.
Are you an indie podcast or content creator looking to reach a wider audience? Look no further. Introducing Podcastic, the ultimate podcast network designed exclusively for indie creators like you. At Podcastic, we believe in the power of unique voices and fresh perspectives. We're here to amplify your passion and creativity, connecting you with a growing community of engaged listeners who crave original content. Podcastic is more than just a platform. It's a support system built for indie podcasters, offering a range of resources to help you succeed. From tailored promotional campaigns to professional production assistance, we're here to help you shine. Our intuitive platform makes it easy for you to be seen and heard. We do all the heavy lifting for you. You just show up and create. Plus, with our advanced analytics, you'll gain valuable insights into your audience's preferences, allowing you to refine your content and grow your fan base. Ignite your passion, expand your reach, and thrive with podcasting. Visit our website at www.podcasticlife.com to get started. Podcasting, the home for indie podcasts and content creators.
The content you're about to hear is a part of a paid programming segment. The views, opinions, and statements expressed belong solely to the sponsor and do not reflect those of Podcastic or its host. This segment is for informational and promotional purposes only and should not be considered as advice or endorsement. Listener discretion is advised.
This episode of the Big Flex Strongcast is sponsored by G.A.M.G Muscle Gang brand. If you are looking for some help reaching your health and fitness goals with one-on-one training, group training, meal plans, nutritional advice, and more, visit GAMGfitness.com. Do you want to look great while working out with the dopest workout apparel, t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, joggers, skull caps, tank tops, and more? Visit www.GAMGfitness.com or email us at GAMGpodcast7@gmail.com. Don't forget to visit us on Instagram or Facebook under G.A.M.G Muscle Gang Fitness, or give us a call at 313-378-7274. That's 313-378-7274.
TNT Cakes, Creations, and More, what we specialize in: red velvet and strawberry cheesecake, chocolate-covered strawberries, custom baby boxes, custom signs, custom tees and sweatshirts, custom sports balls, graduation accessories, custom glasses and tumblers, custom license plates, heat transfers, custom office signs. TNT Cakes, Creations, and More. Give us a call.
Yeah. Big Flex on the set, you know we gotta rep. Heavy talk on that mic, all we do is press. John Q, that's coach, got him upset. G.A.M.G Muscle Gang, we up next. Big Flex Podcast live on Monday night with John Q, Latoya, Deshaun, and Don Snipes. You can catch Snipes on the pod or the big screen and get tea time with Toya if you want the tea. Talk about the strong end on your weekday. Tap in with Muscle Gang, you never have a weekday. Big Flex Podcast, 9 p.m. Monday. Pull us up on YouTube if you want that replay. Big Flex Podcast, 9 p.m. Monday. Pull us up on YouTube if you want that replay. It's the Big Flex Podcast, Mondays, 9 at night. It's the Big Flex Podcast. Come on.
Welcome back, everybody, to the G.A.M.G, the Big Flex Strong Cast for episode 101, the Big Stretch.
And that's how the show will go.
I told him I was drinking.
You know what I mean? For real. What up, y'all? As y'all already know, I'm your host, John Q, and this B.I.H. And of course, we have the whole squad in the building. We have Sis down there, and Latoya Deshaun in the building. Say what's up, Sis.
What up?
All right. We got Brother over here, Don Snipes in the building.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
He's barely in the building, but he here.
Dr. Ruckus, a.k.a. Miles Dixon, on the ones and twos. Say what's up, dog.
What up, dog?
Hey,
Don. What's up, bro?
Man, listen.
I got it. Don't even worry about it. Don't.
Man.
What happened?
Never go ahead.
Oh my God. But anyway, y'all, this is where gym conversation meets podcasting.
Right. Listen.
You say, this is where you take a nap. Early as fuck in the day because you're old.
The joys of us doing this show live.
You know what I mean? So look, y'all know what to do when y'all come into the G.A.M.G gym. Hit that like button, hit that share button, and subscribe if you haven't already. You know what I'm saying? We are on podcasting and YouTube. Streaming live. You know what I mean? I want to give a shout. You know what? Before we get into some of the week strong end activities, here I go. I'm sure. Yeah, you're right.
We gonna get it together.
But hey, look, I want to give a shout out to everybody that came through last week, man, for our 100th episode. You know what I'm saying? Of course, say Will and Sean and Kate Davis. You know what I'm saying? Say Chef Davy. Say Lauren Lewis from Detroit City Deals. Who else we had? Henri Franklin. Who else we had, man? We had who else we had? We didn't had Ed S and shit. Giefer. I know.
Most importantly, we had Sis.
Yeah, okay, yeah, exactly. We had the good doctor in our building. You know what I'm saying? All of us was here saying Cousin Raymond in the building. You know what I'm saying? Who else am I? We had who else we had in the building, man?
Bro, we had
we had we had man, I've been using their products, man, again and stuff too. Dion, Renee, and Hair Crack. Katrina and Elizabeth. Yep, we had them in the building. I think they enjoyed themselves. I think
we had Jafar, Coach K.
Jafar, Coach K, of course. You know what I'm saying?
Sean, Willie, Keith.
Yeah, I talked to them. Yep. Shout them out.
Good job, Don.
Yeah, I think that's about it, man. Hell yeah. Shout out to everybody, man. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying, for stopping on through and enjoying, the festivities. You know what I'm saying? I had
Shout out to you.
Fix some of y'all. No, thank y'all. You know what I mean? I had to fix some of them drinks.
We had Lauren from Motor City Deals.
Yeah, man, he tripping. Yeah, we did. Go ahead, hit it.
We did.
We had Don Snipes in the building too. Man, how was your strong end, sis? Let's go ahead and get this shit rolling.
It was good. It was nice and relaxing. I went and got a 2-hour massage at this nice little Thai place.
All right. Happy ending. Hey, look, a Thai place with a happy ending.
Was it on Northwestern?
No, but I seen that one. I was gonna try that one out, but it's one that's closer to where I am. It's only 5 miles away.
They jump on your back?
For 5 minutes. Yes.
Jump on your
Listen,
back.
people think it's so weird when I
tug.
say that, but they do. No, it did not come with a happy ending.
I want the tandem one where two people jumping on your back.
Whooping your ass.
Okay, nope, didn't have that. But she did. You know, they climb up on the bed. They put like the back of they or the front of their legs, like on the back of your thighs.
They usually call it a table.
And what did I say? Bed.
Yeah, like that's just too much.
Like I said, it almost sound like a rub and tug.
Get on my nerves. The table. On the table.
I'm just saying, words matter.
Words do matter. It's the table. Anyway, so yeah, it was a really nice, very much needed. Went home, took a nap, had a lazy day.
Okay.
Then just ran some errands, went to Sam's Club.
All right. Clap that shit up. What about you?
I'm kind of meticulous about massages because, well, let me ask you a question, right? Would you mind if your significant other got a massage in a non-reputable place, like let's say a nigga den? He do massages.
You saying
in his back den?
In his back den and shit.
Yeah. Would you allow your old lady to go in that?
Absolutely not.
Would you allow your dude, like chick say, I got a home baby home?
You know what? If it was probably maybe a family member or somebody close to the family, something like that, probably so. If I know that's what they really do and they've been doing it for a long time and they're an expert, and they you know, they set up is clean and stuff like that. You
they do massages on during the week. And also on the weekend, they're a party promoter. You letting them rub on your old lady?
Probably not.
Maybe back then.
Not no dude anyway. They ain't gonna be no dude.
When I have a significant other, they don't need to go anywhere else.
The only hands and shit, only dude hands touching my wife is God and mine. So, how about that?
Clock that.
You know what I mean?
Clock that.
So,
yeah.
I got pissed one time when I heard some shit like that. I was like, wait, where?
You got you a motherfucking massage and shit in the alley.
No, I wasn't anywhere.
But you trying to get you a nasty rub and tug.
You know, listen, I see it on Instagram all the time. These fine ass men traveling across the country doing these massages.
Oh, they ain't doing nothing but lathering up these motherfuckers and shit with baby oil and water or some shit.
Did you hear the emphasis she put on this shit? She said these fine ass men. So this ain't no ugly motherfuckers that's oiling motherfuckers.
That's important. It's important to the topic.
To the customer. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it's important.
All right.
I don't know. Shit get low around here. I might be greasing bitches. Call in the show if you need a massage. I need some to test this
you
out.
already know the products to use and shit. Some of that hair crack, and
I'm gonna have
Dion Renee.
I'm gonna have Dion Renee and hair crack mix me up with my special oil.
There you go.
It's gonna be like a mixture of like icy hot and motherfucking some of that sweet almond oil they be putting in their shit.
Oh, you got to put the carrot in there, you know.
Yeah,
they can't use no
carrots in there too, sis.
They can't use no icy hot in their products. It's all natural.
Well, they can't use icy hot if they rub it in certain spots. I know that motherfucking much.
Shit.
If you rub it in the right spot, it work. It get the job done.
Hey, look, say
some of that ring master.
How much your strong is?
Yeah, say look, look, they did plug in and say website on here too. So check in the chat. You know what I'm saying on Facebook for hair crack and Dion Renee. Yeah, Dion Renee's products and stuff like that. So make sure y'all check them out. All right. How was your strong end? Cause
we got. What's that? Oh.
Hey, if y'all looking for something to do,
please stop smacking.
Listen, Linda. if y'all looking for something to do, the DIA have started back there Friday nights.
What's the DIA?
Detroit Institute of Arts.
Oh, okay. Y'all know I ain't lived here.
No, I don't give a fuck. You know what the DIA is.
I don't know what. First of all,
it's the Detroit Institute. You know what it is. Don't act like that.
What I tell y'all about y'all not being here?
All right, my bad. Listen.
Okay, thank you.
The Detroit Institute of Art, and then listen.
The words of
Also,
Don Snipes do not reflect the show.
the work.
The Big Flex Podcast.
Listen,
Not tonight.
every second Friday down at Motor City Wine, they do a live jam session with this band called the fuck is their name? They do it with this band called I know what it is. I can't remember. Anyway,
We'll get it together. He gonna figure out. He remember the name.
Listen, they dumb as fuck because they improv the whole. They improv the whole fucking time. It's five of them. So is that a quintet or quartet?
I think it's a 5 tech for you. I think it's a 5. I think it's a 5 tech.
Anyway, listen. One of the dudes. I just thought of it. I thought of it because the name of the band is called No Boundaries.
Okay.
And they from Detroit. Dope ass band. I don't know why the fuck they're a quintet. It's 5 of, but a quartet.
A quartet is 4.
I know what it is, but I'm saying there's 5 niggas I counted. So. Whatever. But the point I'm making about this shit, if you look them up, it says No Boundaries Quartet. All right, but
Maybe
anyway,
they had a guest musician.
Probably. But listen, and they invited people who are from the audience to you could jam with their ass.
Or maybe you can't count.
Okay, but anyway, I can count. The point I'm making is,
and the name of the band is No Boundaries, huh?
Detroit have a lot of interesting stuff to do, and I'm just saying, listen, ladies or fellas, you want to get out and have a good vibey night. Again, the DIA. Okay, Friday nights, and they have different 7 to 9. It's free for Oakland, Wayne, and I think motherfucking Macomb. And then you leave there, you go over to Motor City Wine, where they don't serve food there, with the exception of like a charcuterie board, some chips and all that, but they have wine and a live jam session. And listen, it's worth it. We talking about date night for $5 when you really think about it. What 10 for you and your friend?
All right.
So if you want to get out and do something, but anyway, I had the opportunity. That's how my strong end went, and the shit was wonderful. I saw a nice violin production while some shit was going on in the museum, and then I saw the jam session live, and and then after that I went to Penny Red's. I got a motherfucking chicken sandwich. That was good, and that was my strong end.
All right, clap it up.
Who you do all this with, Don?
Hey, look.
That's how y'all be in my business.
All right, Hey, look, my strong end went like this. Too damn fast. I had a whole bunch of shit to do yesterday, a whole bunch of shit to do Saturday, and
then
pretty much
Monday.
And today is Monday. You know what I mean?
And then
so
Monday.
so I hung out a little bit. Say what that the weekend prior or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But this weekend, this strong end wasn't too much, nothing as far as no hanging out or whatever. Got something to eat and did a bunch of stuff around the house and everything else.
Yes, Don.
Hey, look, I really, so I already had like all year round allergy and sinus issues, right? So I called myself, giving my dog a bath and shit, right?
That's why you sound like you finished from being nasally.
Yeah, I'm really allergic to this motherfucking man.
Your dog?
Man, what? Like, man. I damn near, I was having a damn near attack,
You had to take some fucking Benadryl?
No, but I did take some allergy and sinus medicine. But I was tore up, man. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't breathe. You know what I mean?
Did you wash them outside?
No, I washed them inside.
Or you should have been outside.
No.
Let the wind blow.
No, I had the windows open. That shit still didn't matter.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably will when it get a little bit warmer because it wasn't that warm outside. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but it was that time for me to go ahead and give him a bath. So I had to struggle with it.
I forgot too. My godson, he turned 6.
Yeah.
So his birthday
Congratulations.
Shout out to Harper.
Happy birthday, Harper.
Yeah.
He turned 6. Little, my guy. He had a birthday party.
Yeah.
That fucking Little Caesars on Mount Elliott and fucking Lafayette. Take your patience in there with that motherfucker because they fucked up the order and it took a long ass time. Shout out to them. Y'all need to get y'all shit together. But
ain't no shout out to them. Shit, they fucking
fuck
up.
that. We need to know who y'all is fucking up. But anyway,
right.
I heard Wallow say this shit the other day. He said, "Listen, I'm all about supporting black business, but you need to have your shit together. Don't just be thinking I'm about to, really support your business and you not doing what the fuck you supposed to do." And I feel him on that.
Yeah,
we really gotta. It's okay to say support my business, but provide a good service. And then I'm gonna support and shout your business out and all the other kind of shit. Outside of that,
don't be on no nigga shit.
Yeah, don't do that.
All right. Tea time with Toya. Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and get into it. I think we just spent enough time on that shit. You know what I'm saying? What we got, sis?
So I'm gonna change what I was gonna do for tea time today, just based off of what Don was saying about things to do in the city, and if you want to go out. And this is what I want to say. This is what I want to use my time saying. Ladies, sometimes we get so wrapped up in what society tells us has to happen when you're dating or when you're in a relationship.
Yeah, y'all caught me. Thanks, man, for putting me right back on the camera. Just wanted to show. Thanks a lot, Dr. Rugged.
And you set these expectations of, oh, the man always has to plan and the man always has to do this. But relationshiping is a two-way street. So, sorry. So I just want to say this. Reciprocate, ladies. Reciprocate. Sometimes you make the plan and say, hey, what up, babe? This is what I want to do this weekend. It's on me. Show up in whatever the dress of the day is. Sometimes it's not that you don't have a man that's willing to do it. Sometimes they just need to be shown how to do it, or shown that they're appreciated, or have it reciprocated.
Show them how they appreciate it.
Show them how they're appreciated.
We be tired of being aggressors all the time. A lot of times women want us to be the aggressor, right? Always be the man. The man got to do the lead. No, come on. Sometimes it's good if you do that.
So here's exactly. Sometimes it's good if you do that. Now, I'm all for the man being the lead, but again, it's lead, right? So if he's leading, what are we doing to follow? Being a follower comes with reciprocation. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Very true.
And again, this is probably one of those situations where I'm the only woman on this side of the fence, but that's okay, because I'm so tired of this narrative that it's happy wife, happy life, or it's all about the woman. I'm so tired of that narrative. Like, we need to normalize showing our men that we appreciate them, showing them that it's not a one-way street, that it's a two-way street. So thank you, Don, for plugging the things that we can do, we can plan, and it won't cost us an arm and a leg. Appreciate that.
All right.
Listen, I literally was just on line that Friday, and I was just like, I need to get out the house, and again I called my homeboy Damian Jones. Shout out to comedian Damian Jones. But he shared some other kind of shit with me, but I think you hit it on the head. A lot of times as men, we're tasked with always figure something out and all that kind of shit. And I'm not saying women don't do that, because this is a lot. No, I don't think this is necessarily even about a man or a woman thing, as it is just a reciprocation thing. Like you said, it's nothing wrong with taking a moment to show somebody that you appreciate them, and it always don't cost you an arm and a leg. Because for men, every time we step out the house, if somebody come with it, I don't give a fuck. Nowadays, you can go to a matinee and spend $100.
Yep.
You go to a funky ass matinee, and by the time you done went in that motherfucker and bought some raisin nuts.
What is it? Wait, what is it? Raisin nuts?
Yeah, raisin nuts and fucking popcorn. You done spent 80 goddamn bucks.
Raisin nuts, man.
Yeah.
What the fuck is the name of them?
Raisin nuts.
Okay, y'all know what I'm talking about.
Some raisin nuts, man.
Raisin nuts is goobers mixed with raisin nuts.
Hey, look. Shout out to them at TNT Cakes Creations in Marquardt for the glasses, man. Oh shit! All right, y'all.
Don't forget to get you some raisin nuts.
It's the tea time of the day. It's reciprocity.
I gotta raise my nuts.
That's no.
Guess I gotta raise my nuts, huh? All right. Look, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into these topics real quick. Hey, we got a video. Let's hit it. Check this out, y'all.
To some breaking news just out of our newsroom here at Fox 13. A man is in the hospital after being shot in the leg overnight. Memphis police say he was shot by his dog. Seriously. I don't think that's right. This happened just before 4 a.m. at a home on Whitney Avenue in Fraser. Wow. Police say the man was lying in the bed with a girl with a gun on the bed. Police say his dog jumped up on the bed, got his paw stuck in the trigger, and ended up hitting the trigger, shooting the man in the thigh. Wow. He is expected to be okay. I thought...
Well,
hey, did you see Buddy's face though? He was like,
wow.
I don't think that's right, but yeah, he ended up getting still kept reporting it with his goofy looking hair.
Yeah, man. So look, as my dog damn near killed my ass while just washing his ass yesterday. Have y'all? Hey, look, what's y'all thoughts? Have y'all ever been hurt by accident by y'all pets?
I have not by my dog. I did get tripped up by a dog that I was dog sitting outside, taking him to use the bathroom, and
motherfucker ran around in a circle on your ass.
No, listen, it was people coming down the street making a bunch of noise, and he took off. And the way he took off, because we was like by the tree, because he was using it, and it was a Rottweiler, full-grown Rottweiler. So he took off, and I'm in my slides, trying to take off with him so that I could get my grip and hold him back. And he ran me right into the tree. I just let him go. Like, if you take somebody out, you take somebody out.
Yeah. What about you, cuz? You ever had an incident with, say, a dog or a pet or anything like that?
No, nothing tried to fuck me up. I'm kicking the dog in the ass, bro. I don't play when it comes to animals. Yeah, I don't give a fuck what kind of dog it is, cat.
Yeah. Like I haven't like far as none of my pets. When I was a kid though, my mom's had a her girlfriend. You remember Mama Teresa, right? Mm-hmm. No. Well, anyway, say it was one of Mom's and them friends and stuff. Lady, what's his name? Teresa. Whatever. Wait, Mama Scott. I'm talking about
Teresa.
I
can't say Mother Teresa.
Mama Scott. Teresa.
There we go.
Mother Teresa.
Mama Scott, right? She had a Siamese. I don't know if you remember this, man, but she had a Siamese cat who was over her house.
Some big boys.
Yeah, and she was like, first thing she told me and Teron was like, hey, look, don't pet that cat. You know what I'm saying? But, I'm a little kid. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn. I'm like, look, my dumb ass, I get to rubbing on the cat. I look up, I say, hey, bro, look. I'm petting the cat. Next thing you know, motherfucker tore my hand up. I still got a mark on my hand from that shit from this day. You know what I'm saying? So this probably...
I gave you a little love tap?
No, it wasn't no love tap. That motherfucker had me leaking, dog.
He was trying to draw blood.
No, my shit was leaking. You know what I'm saying? Real bad. So that's probably why I don't like cats and shit.
I don't like cats either.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, like far as like my actual pets and stuff like that, no, just no more than say... they jump on you or something like that. They might run across your foot or something and shit, your bare foot or something by accident, or, bump you or something and shit. You know what I'm saying? I did have, say, something funny and shit dealing with that piece of shit ass neighbor and shit that I had. So the last little incident, he called himself getting his dog on me, right? And I was going to beat the shit out the dog. But it was funny though. You know what I'm saying? Like, the whole neighborhood was like, hold on. He was like, oh, I got something for you. He goes in the house, go get his dog. I'm like, really? Like, everybody like, you done went and get out the dog? Yeah, so, other than that, though, no, I really haven't had any issues with no pets and stuff like that. What about you?
I didn't got fucked up by a cat, dog.
Did you?
But I got to keep pussy in the house. But listen, the reason I say No, too soon. But no.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
I'm done.
Who
Y'all
we got?
taking me out tonight.
Welcome to the Big Flex Strong Cast. Who we got? Yeah, today is one of them days.
Hey, it's the doctor.
Hey, what up, sis?
Hey, baby. No.
Hey, are you guys still on the topic about what your pet have done to you?
Yes,
absolutely.
ma'am.
Okay, so this is not so much what a pet has done to. Well, he didn't hurt me anyway. One day I was walking my dog up at the park, and I took his little poop bag with me. So whenever he pooped, we pick it up, right? The little poop bag.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when I picked up the poop bag, it was a hole in it. So I
Yeah.
Got a big handful of shit.
and I carried it all the way back home with my finger. So,
I know all along you thinking like, ain't that some shit?
so he didn't hurt me, but the bag split and my pen went right through it, and it was all hot and warm, and I just
and you just gonna carry it all the way home.
Kind of remind you of the first date you went out with Q and he got drunk.
Oh, really? Just carrying some shit around. Huh? Yeah, you think you're real funny. Yeah, you bastard.
You shitted on yourself the first day?
Absolutely not.
Did I miss something?
Absolutely not.
That just went left.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Just go ahead and keep on eating, cuz.
I was like, wait, what the fuck did I miss?
All right. Anything else you wanna add?
And
hot shit in the bag, huh?
Hot shit in the hand.
No, it was in my bare hand. I wish it was in the bag.
I would have slung that.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd have slung it. I'd have been wiping my hand in the grass.
In mid-traffic.
And that's why I give people daps and don't shake their hands.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's why I was trying not to shake your hand earlier. You should have seen them, man.
Yeah, you probably had wiped some shit and had some hot shit in your hand too, huh?
All right, guys. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, sis.
All right, thank you.
You know the weather about to break and you can't start seeing that.
Listen,
all right.
I felt like they never went away.
No. So.
You're in the wrong household, baby. They were.
I never said it was at my house.
I ain't said it was at your house. You know what? You
all right, y'all. Hey, look, we're going to move on to this next one real quick, y'all. Now, this is a local story, so check this out. Let us know what y'all think about this, too.
This shit is crazy. I'm about to know, bro, stop, bro. Y'all have no permission to search nothing, bro. Hey, nobody can go there.
I showed them my CPL.
Bro, come on, dad, bro. He a detective, bro. Y'all get sued, bro. I got a dad detective.
I showed my CPL.
Detective don't have
They is really tripping. They is really tripping. They is really tripping. I got my CPO. I got my gun on me though. They just tased my brother. Hey, start the car up. No, they only do this in the hood. They only do this in the hood.
Oh my God! Turn around! Turn around! Punching me! Turn around! Stop! Please! Why are you hitting him? Call him, I'm bleeding. Call my...
Call his daddy.
Call my daddy.
I don't know your daddy number, bro.
Call him.
Call it. Download the number. 313.
Milo, what's the number? What's happening?
Hey, turn the car on. We about to move the car. They call him on units.
What the fuck? I'm getting my ass beat by the police.
This shit crazy, and she just sitting there watching.
Get out that car. Call the supervisor.
Y'all crazy. That's crazy. Lock your doors. Lock your doors. Stop, baby. Stop, baby. Stop. I'll stay back. I'll stay back. They is killing my brother, dog. They killing my brother, dog. Don't touch my brother. Let him go.
Niggas, bro. What the fuck is going on?
So let me just read this real quick. So you have Detroit man alleges excess force after arrest caught on video. So Darrell Dawson Jr. was with his friends at early Monday morning, about 3 o'clock at a gas station, when police attempted to detain him for allegedly carrying a concealed weapon. Police argue he resisted arrest during the incident, leading to them to wrestle him to the ground and cuffing him. Despite not having a weapon on him, Dawson said the DPD are trying to charge him with a CCW, which is carrying concealed weapon, and assaulting a police officer. The investigation remains under review. Who is in the wrong, Dawson or the DPD? That's one question. And my other question is, what should you do when you're stopped by police officers? And have you been ever wrongfully detained or arrested, and for what? Y'all thoughts?
I can start.
Go ahead.
I've never been wrongfully detained. I have got my ass whipped by Southfield Police. Southfield Police deal with my ass. Back then, in 88, 89, they was very prejudiced. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I had my jacket with my rap name on it, right? He said, "Oh," so when they took me in the basement, they're like, "Yo, my homeboy, what's up, my nigga?" And it was like 2 white guys. And then he said, "Hey, what's that on my boot?" And then he just took my head and kicked me in the face with his boot. So
really,
this was Southfield, and I was at that time. My mother just died. I was 17 years old. Now, if it wasn't for a black cop named Rock, he grabbed me. Right? He grabbed me like, "Come here, little nigga," and threw me in this portion of the whole people in there, and he hit this receptacle that pulls out a paper towel, and he said, "All right, mother," and he started cussing at me like, "Sit your ass down." He said, "You be safe, just calm down." So I understood then at an early age, like, you don't provoke them.
Yeah.
I don't care what the situation may be, because they can always say they was defending themselves. Mm-hmm. So I learned at a very young age to just comply. If you're not in danger like that, but if you resisted and tug, I told the guy, take these handcuffs off me, I'll beat your ass. He was like, bro, don't go through all that. I got you.
Yeah.
And he made me realize that there's some cops in the world is bad, and there's some cops in the world is good. It's like anything else. Mm-hmm. So I think overall, if he would have complied, they tased him twice. He still have enough strength. Either those some weak ass cops, or he was on something.
Yeah. A lot of times and stuff, people would be on some shit. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, and then not only that,
I hate black people.
Yeah, that was kind of wild. One thing is, I think a lot of our people don't know is the law or know their rights, which they should. You know, any kind of civil information and stuff like that, and just anything, you know, you have to live by these laws every day, right? So you should know how to, you know, interact with, say, police officers, say during the traffic stop, during a regular, you know, questioning period, you know, if you outside, you know, downtown or anything, or, you know, if you're out in public, you know. I will say, yeah, if you more so, you know, have a conversation with them in an aggressive way, they're going to pretty much treat you the same way in an aggressive way, you know. I think that's more so part of their training. Some of them, like you said, you got some bad apples, you got some good ones, you know what I mean? In this case right here, I would say this. My opinion is, okay, what were they called for? Once they got there, you know, did they do a proper investigation before, say, putting their hands on them and stuff like that? You know, what led to that, right? I would say, you know, if you're illegal yourself, you done nothing wrong, you should go ahead and maybe comply. Now, however, you do have, say, the right to remain silent and to not self-incriminate yourself also. So he could have calmly said, hey, you know, if they was asking about, do we have a weapon on them or a pistol and stuff like that, and you know you didn't, no, I don't. You can simply ask them, what was the crime that was being committed? And also, no, I don't consent to none of your searches or seizures. You know, I haven't broken the law or anything, right? That might be good, you know what I mean, if you talking to them reasonably. But like I said, once again, you gotta kind of almost read the room with who you talking to. Because some of them, you know, some police officers are just assholes, you know what I'm saying? Some of them want to smoke. Some of them have ego problems, you know what I mean? Some of them be cool, you know? Some of them want to make it home just like you should be wanting to make it home. You know, anytime you're dealing with anybody out here on the street, you know what I mean? Just in general, you know, police or strangers and stuff like that, just be aware of the possibilities of some shit can go wrong, you know what I'm saying? Some shit can go left. And true enough, you know, police are supposed to be there to protect and serve. However, we have seen, you know, throughout, you know, their historical, say, origins and everything and stuff, like, you know, protecting and serving, say, our people or just people in general hasn't always turned out that way, you know? So, that was, to me, to be honest with you, that was some excess force to a degree where, okay, it's one thing to go ahead and try to, you know, grab and detain them by his arms and stuff like that. But when you start punching somebody and shit like that and trying to knock their ass out, you know, I didn't see him actually punching them.
He didn't have to. He was resisting.
So
you can't do it because
that's true.
I mean, when you're doing this and you slinging your arms, you can't hit one of the officers, and they don't know if you're reaching for their gun. It's a lot of stuff you have to comply with.
But that's why I said they should have been trying to grab his arms anyway. Yeah, I mean,
they were trying. No,
I know, but once again, I guess punching them and shit like that, like. Y'all gotta be some weak motherfuckers, like you said. You gotta be some weak motherfuckers.
And that's what I wanted to add to what you're saying. I saw a lot of shit going on in that video. One, unfortunately, we didn't see the beginning of the recording where maybe some questions were being asked. But my thing is,
the turn left,
and I'm not going to say that this applies to this video. I don't know, but what I can say is nowadays I feel like a lot of people that get to yelling, "Hey, listen, this is what you can and can't do," when they're in those situations, that ain't stopping shit. That's not stopping a motherfucking thing. Telling a police officer, somebody who, you know, see, just being real, oftentimes you have to think about the mindset and the psyche of somebody who wants to be a police officer.
Yeah.
And like you said, you got good cops, you got bad cops, and then you have some motherfuckers that, man, they can't wait to get into that type of position so that they can exert or thwart their power on somebody. I say all that to say that a lot of these young cats yelling, raising your voice, getting disrespectful, listen, man, that's not going to help you in this situation. You're going to make things worse. This isn't about being a punk or backing down to anybody. One thing about life is the older you get, you got to learn how to use wisdom, use discernment. And if anything, these are some of the things that as parents, grandparents, people in the community, we have to not only teach this to children, but some adults.
Yeah.
Yes.
I always tell my daughters, high emotions lowers intelligence. Secondly, to speak to the training, I do think that, man, maybe these brothers, was he that strong or do they need some more training?
Yeah.
Because it really looked like they were struggling to hold this dude. And physically in size, both of those police officers look larger than that dude. So it's like, what's really going on here that now you can't subdue this quote unquote person that has broken the law. So now the only thing we can do is say, you know what?
Brute force.
Yeah. Now let me use brute force. Let me break your nose. Let me punch. Because here's my deal. Once you start punching somebody in the face, you can knock an eye out the socket. You can break somebody's nose, knock some teeth out. When it gets to that point, to me, it's already then went to a whole nother level. So I saw a lot of different things, but I will say this: we have to start getting better with like you said, reading the room. In a situation like that, yelling, screaming, or talking about somebody else who's not there as if they're going to calm a situation down, and it's not going to help a motherfucking thing.
Yeah, and I'll say this: I think it was probably a bit of fuckery. And what I'm gonna say that is because you had the brothers screaming out, "Oh, I have my CPL," this and another, where they not talking to you. Yeah. So why is you even saying that? So apparently,
and you got the non-melanated people talking about some "I hate black people."
Yeah, and then
what the fuck was that about?
A gun or something like that for him to be saying that.
Well, he was talking.
You know what I mean?
He was talking to that lady, female officer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what most people don't know when she stepped in. She stepped in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But he was talking to her.
Right. But at that point, what I'm saying is he was saying it, but he kept on saying it loud enough on that camera, not to, I don't think just to her, but almost to like say it to them why they messing with him. And at that point,
you're not helping.
They not. Yeah. At that point, whatever questions they already asked or whatever, they not even trying to hear it. Now it's just pretty much we got to detain you. You know what I'm saying? We got to, you know what I mean? Like really get a hold on your ass. You know what I mean? They not really trying to hear anything else that you're trying to, trying to say. Because I think at that initial, investigation, that's where calmer heads a lot of times and stuff, you know what I'm saying, will prevail in a situation like this. You got a group of people, when the police pull up, they don't know who is who. You know what I mean? Like, let's be real. Right. So the first thing they want to think of is their safety, right? They got to still do a job, but at the same time trying to be safe. Yeah, of course.
Do y'all always notice though that for whatever reason the females were over in more closer proximity to the shit that was going on than the brother who was saying all these different things. Now they running over there trying to, I hate black people and all this whole and screaming and just all this whole other stuff. Which still, I don't know, like to the young lady that said that, what was that all about? I just
I hate black people and all that. Like really,
she wasn't Caucasian. She was just a high yellow.
She was light skinned black.
No, I mean, but just the whole fact.
My apologies, I wasn't trying to.
The fact of the matter that somebody is actually saying some shit like that. You know what I mean? It's like people.
So
people.
both of them were just high yellow as hell.
Like one thing is like you said in that instance, it's about the individual. You know what I mean? Even though, like I said, they pulled up to a group, at that point, they're more so trying to say everybody else.
That make it
for
even
the most
worse.
part,
now that I know she wasn't, she was black. She said,
but listen though, listen what I'm saying. So everybody else wasn't trying to be aggressive. Crazy.
So here's what I'm gonna say about, like, we're gonna talk about the guy, how he stood back, as he should have. He said, I have my piece on me, but I have a CPL.
Yeah.
If he had gone towards the situation, they would have viewed that as a threat and they would have pulled a weapon on him. Regardless of, he did exactly what he was supposed to do, carrying. Stay away from the drama, stay away from the tussle, and say, I got this on me, but I have my paperwork. So that's the first thing. The second thing is that what we need to understand is that, yes, when they come to the scene, they have to investigate, but they have to secure the scene first. So there's another video that starts just before that one where it looks like the young guy that they were trying to get under control takes something, possibly a weapon, and puts it in a brown bag, puts it in the back seat.
Right.
Which, given the fact that the guy that he was with was like, start the car, move the car, move the car, they call him more units. Why are you moving the car? They're not about to let you move this car. We don't know what you're going to do when you get in this car. You might run over the police. You might pull the weapon that they don't know. They're not about to let you move the car. Everything says that they were hiding something and guilty of it.
Yeah.
So, did the police have cause to search the car? We don't know. But here's what we do know. They have to secure the scene. They have to make sure everybody around them is safe, and they have to make sure themselves are safe. Whether he felt like they were right or wrong for stopping him and searching him, bro, comply. All that tussling.
Well, like I said,
he had to be strong.
Yeah.
Because they were
most of the time these people be on some shit though.
The video doesn't dispute that. They were trying.
Yeah.
They get him down on the ground. Several of them are on top of him, and he's still able to twist his body, turn around, sit up, stand up again.
Yeah.
Like maybe he was on something, or maybe he was just strong as hell. Maybe he was about that life. But bro, you got what you got because you didn't comply. Right or wrong,
I want to see the whole.
Yeah.
Your friends, the friends released what was convenient for them to release. That's what this video is. They released what was convenient for them to release. We'll get the whole truth at some point, and perhaps we'll follow up on it on the show.
Yeah.
But we have to stop just jumping to our defense as a race and really start educating ourselves and each other to say, like, it's our...
Because to scream, you ain't got the right to do this ain't shit.
Not only that, it's your duty. It's your duty to know the law, right?
Take some responsibility for your actions.
And so listen, hear me out. And when I say it's our duty to know the law, because say in a situation like this, now he's going to have to go to court, right? And not knowing the law is no defense. Okay. So a lot of times and stuff, like I said, if you don't know the law, a lot of times and stuff, our people, they self-incriminate, they talk too much, you know what I mean? When they need to just go ahead and shut the fuck up, you know what I mean? And maybe just go ahead and say, try to get an attorney, a public offender or whatever, you know, in a situation like that. And like I said, just not only that, just when you are in contact with the police, right? It's certain things that you can do to say, hey, you know, to know your rights, know your liberties and stuff like that. And this is a way to talk to them. Just if you know the laws and stuff like that, you'll have a little bit more confidence on talking to them. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of times and stuff, they don't even know the law like that. You know what I mean? Lawyers and stuff like that go to law school for years. You know what I mean? The police officers, to become a police officer, it don't take that long. You know what I mean? And they're not a student to the law like that. You know what I mean? They break the law a lot of times, a lot, you know, and they do get sued a lot. But a lot of times the stuff, people don't even reason. A lot of times our people don't even realize when their rights are being violated by, say, some scrupulous police officers, stuff like that. So I'm just going to challenge people, you know what I'm saying, from here on out, like, especially our people, just in people in general, start knowing your actual amendments, your Bill of Rights, the laws, your civil duties, your civil, you know what I mean, procedures, all this stuff. Because you are being governed by this on a daily basis, believe it or not. When you're driving, right? When you're in a public space, when you're in your home, you got to understand, like, just because somebody break in your home, it's a right way, believe it or not, to where if you shoot and kill somebody in your household, hope you ain't shoot them in the back.
Make sure they
you know what I
facing
mean? Not only, so it's things that people need to know so they don't get caught up in this system. You know what I mean?
Well, guess what? If you carrying and you carrying the right way, then you know, because you learned in your safety course the right way to shoot somebody if they in your house. Yeah. And and let me say this real quick. For all you CPL holders out there, make sure when you do interact and stuff like that with the police or whatever, you know, if they question you, you know what you have to do. You have to notify them and let them know that you are a CPL carrier, especially if you have your pistol on you. You know what I mean? Now, if you don't have your weapon on you, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But if you are carrying, make sure you let them know that you are a CPL holder, because you will go. You will get your firearm and stuff confiscated. Yeah. You know. So. But go ahead, my bad, sis. My closing to this topic is this. And I need everyone, if you are not already in this mindset, to get in this mindset. If you have teenagers that are, you know, out and with not under your watch, definitely teach them that they have laws that protect them. So if they're being wrong, you just comply. Make sure your actions and the perceptions of what you are doing cannot be misconstrued. And then you can fight it in court and sue later.
Yeah. The only thing, a lot of people will say, hey, I was complying or whatever. Because we have seen where people have actually been complying and they still end up getting killed or some crazy shit like that, So I think those are some extreme cases. I don't think it happens to that degree all the time. But like I said, once again, you're only going to get met with aggression if you are aggressive yourself with the police for the most part.
For the most part.
You know what I mean? If you're not and you kind of a little aggressive, you done got you a good police officer that know how to deal with people and you done just got them on the right day. You know what I mean? Because they deal with crazy shit every day.
And we need to keep that in mind.
You know what I mean?
They deal with crazy shit every day.
No different than us. We deal with crazy shit too, but at the same time,
But they're running into the crazy shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they want to go home every night to their family.
Yeah.
So you got to understand, like, there is a certain point they are human.
Yeah.
There is a certain point where if it's me or you, it's going to be you kicks in.
Yeah.
And that applies to them too.
Yeah,
they're
absolutely.
Human. They went through a lot with old boy before they started punching him in the head.
Yeah.
Like, let's just be clear about that.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, just for everybody to know this, make it home to y'all families. You know what I'm saying? Make it home to your mamas, your daddies, your spouses, your kids. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, that's what it's about. You know what I mean? Making it back home. You know what I mean? When you leave about the house every day, just,
And jail not fun.
Jail ain't fun, and I'm quite sure the grave ain't either. You know what I mean?
I just told Henri today. I was locked up one time, and buddy who was in the cell with me, his feet was stinking so bad. I was more mad about the fact that this motherfucker's feet was stinking like that. It was worse than the bullshit that I even did. I'm thinking to myself, like, man, like, I'm in here for this, but buddy feet stink like formaldehyde and just cheese, all kind of fuck shit. And bro, I was so motherfucking mad that I just said, man, I'm never doing this again, because I don't want to smell no niggas stinking like that, bro.
Feet like that, yeah. All right, y'all. Hey, look, this is going to conclude, episode 101. We didn't get our last time. We're going to get that in next week, that's for sure. Anything y'all want to add real quick while we on out the door?
That was my closing statement.
All right.
We're going to reiterate reciprocity and comply.
All right, and make sure y'all check out, the DIA. Every Friday, right?
Listen, as people start, I mentioned that earlier, to say, start getting out the house and exploring some of these things, whether you have a date or not.
Okay.
That was the whole point of it all. Because here's the deal. You don't want to get to the point where you do find somebody that you want to go out and you know what I'm saying, let your dangling hang, and then you don't even know where to go.
I mean, if you let your dangling hang, I'm quite sure you're going to know where to go. So.
But I'm just saying, you at least want to give her a little razzle-dazzle first. You know what I'm saying? So, fellas, get out the motherfucking house and start getting out your comfort zone and doing stuff. Because if you look, that's all these ladies is talking about in the group chat is, girl, he didn't know how to do. And long gone, are the days where you can go to Red Lobster. Red Lobster ain't the creme de la creme no more. So you got to get out
for them
and do
biscuits, though.
You got to get out and learn how to do some vibey shit. Listen, everything with the exception of, and I'm gonna say this and I'm done. I saw a fucking ad for this thing. It's instead of saying paint and sip, it was a chick. She called herself Risque. This shit said paint and pipe. Man. And I said, motherfucker.
Well, on that note, y'all, we gonna see y'all next Monday night, 9 o'clock. We probably have some guests in next week, so
we will not be painting and piping. Okay.
Painting and piping is not gonna be on the Flex.
I mean, shout out to her though. She was advertising it though. You know, I'm no hate, but I'm just saying, if I catch any motherfucker I'm dating going to paint and pipe,
you already know
before you consult with me, yeah.
So look, we gonna paint and flex this motherfucker on out like this, y'all. Until next week, y'all, at 9 o'clock. See y'all. Peace.
Yeah. Big Flex on the set, you know we gotta rep. Heavy talk on that mic, all we do is press. John Q, that's coach, got him upset. Gym Animal Muscle Gang, we up next. Big Flex Podcast live on Monday night with John Q, Latoya, Deshaun, and Don Snipes. You can catch Snipes on the pod or the big screen or get tea time with Toya if you want the tea. Talk about the strong end on your weekday. Tap in with Muscle Gang, you never have a weekday. Big Flex Podcast, 9 p.m. Monday. Pull us up on YouTube if you want that replay. Big Flex Podcast, 9 p.m. Monday. Pull us up on YouTube if you want that replay. It's the Big Flex Podcast, Mondays, 9 at night. It's the Big Flex Podcast.